91 members of the House of Lords, the UK's upper chamber of Parliament, have accepted paid positions offering political or policy advice to commercial companies, sparking concerns about a potential conflict of interest and insufficient regulatory oversight. This revelation raises questions about the ethical boundaries within the House of Lords and whether its members are exploiting their positions for personal financial gain. Critics argue the current system allows for a perception of impropriety, potentially undermining public trust in the integrity of the legislative process. Prominent figures among these 91 peers include former Conservative Health Minister Andrew Lansley and ex-Labour Home Secretary David Blunkett, both of whom have leveraged their political experience and networks for lucrative consulting roles. Many peers accept these positions after entering the House of Lords, often providing advice in sectors where they lack demonstrable prior experience, further fueling concerns about the suitability and transparency of these arrangements. This analysis coincides with The Guardian's launch of the Lords debate, a comprehensive investigative series scrutinizing the activities of House of Lords members. This initiative arrives as the Labour government actively seeks to enhance ethical standards and streamline the size of the upper chamber. The existing rules governing peers are considerably less stringent than those applicable to members of Parliament, MPs. Following scandals involving MPs, such as that of former Cabinet Minister Owen Paterson, who faced significant criticism for lobbying activities generating at least £500,000 in income, paid consultancies are now prohibited for MPs. The contrast in regulatory frameworks highlights a perceived disparity in accountability between the two chambers. The concerns intensify when considering peers employed by lobbying firms. The Guardian's investigation reveals that 24 peers have received payments from such firms. These firms specialize in influencing government ministers, officials, and politicians to sway policy decisions in favor of their clients, often involving the mitigation of potentially detrimental regulations or policies. The recent controversy surrounding Charlotte Vere, a peer and former government minister hired by Stonehaven, a lobbying company, further underscores these anxieties. The appointment was retracted quickly following public backlash, highlighting the sensitivity surrounding such engagements. Specific examples further illustrate the complexities and potential conflicts of interest. Lord Lansley, a former Tory cabinet minister, serves as a director of Lowe Associates, a public policy consultancy run by his wife, Sally Lowe. The company describes Lord Lansley as providing strategic counsel, leveraging his extensive policy and public affairs experience to guide clients towards their strategic goals. However, Lowe Associates maintains it is not a lobbying firm and asserts Lord Lansley is not involved in lobbying activities, primarily operating within Europe with limited UK-based engagements. Lady Evans, the former leader of the House of Lords under the previous Conservative government, 2016-2022, was appointed as a senior advisor to Rudd Pedersen, a prominent lobbying firm, in 2023. Her role involves advising consultants on UK policy and regulation development. While both Lady Evans and Rudd Pedersen have stated she would not engage in direct lobbying on behalf of clients, the firm's client list remains undisclosed, raising questions about potential indirect influence. Requests for comment from Lady Evans were unanswered. Lord Walney, a former Labour MP ennobled by Boris Johnson and subsequently appointed as a government advisor on political violence, provides another compelling case study. He faced accusations of conflict of interest due to his consultancy work for lobby groups representing arms manufacturers and fossil fuel companies. His involvement with the Purpose Business Coalition, formerly Purpose Business Coalition, an organization linked to a lobbying firm, and Rudd Pedersen, further fueled these concerns. Despite allegations, Lord Walney maintained his objectivity and comprehensive approach, seeking diverse perspectives. He did not respond to requests for comment. These examples underscore the need for greater transparency and stricter regulations to address the ethical dilemmas inherent in the current system, ensuring the integrity and public trust in the House of Lords remains paramount. The lack of response from several individuals involved highlights a potential reluctance to fully address these concerns, leaving the public to question the accountability and transparency within the upper chamber. The ongoing debate underscores the urgency for reform to prevent the perception, and indeed the reality, of exploitation of privileged positions for personal financial gain.